What's up, guys? How is it going? We're gonna go straight to the point. You know, that's just my style. Today we're gonna finish off the dominant chords, right? So we did the root position, we did the first inversion, we did the second inversion, and today I'm gonna show you the third inversion, which in my opinion is the easiest actually. Because why? So let's go back to back to the basics. If we're using C as an example, your dominant just means your third is a major third, right? Your distance from the root to the third is a major one. You add the fifth, and then you add the flat seven, right? Seven is here, flat. Okay, so your first inversion, this is your root position. Your first inversion, you're taking the bottom note to the top, and then your second inversion, you're repeating the same operation, so bottom note to the top. Okay, and then your third inversion, you're doing exactly the same thing, so you're taking the bottom note right to the top, right? Wow, it looks uncomfortable, and it does feel uncomfortable, I won't lie to you, because there's a bit of a stretch between the 2 and the 3, or the 2 and the 4, if that's what you're going to use. So since we're here, let's talk about the fingering. I would say 1 on the flat 7, as in thumb, sorry, which is technically 1. The index on the C, so the note of the key. Then the middle on the major third, so the E. And then your fifth note would be the pinky. I mean, you could substitute the third with the fourth as usual. I just don't think it's that comfortable, but there's nothing wrong in using that alternative instead. Okay, but let's analyze the shape. Oh, actually, let's go on the finger of the left so we can get it out of the way. So I would say pinky on the flat 7, ring finger on the C, major third note, which is E, with the index, and then we can put the thumb on the G. I think this is the most comfortable because it's the most immediate. I wouldn't personally use the middle for the root note because it just feels a bit stretchy. Look at that distance between the third finger and the second one, the index. Not really cool. So I think this is given that this is a nice solid position to memorize. But again, there's no set rules. Whatever's easiest for you, that's what you should be doing. Now let's analyze the shape of the chord. It feels like it's the easiest, right? Because if you know your root position and all your keys, right, then all you need to do is play your root position and then add the flat 7 to it. Very simple, like it's the easiest one. So let's say if you want to play the third inversion dominant chord in F sharp, for example, all I'm simply doing is playing my F sharp triad root position, and then I'm going down a whole step from the root note, so that would be E, okay, backwards. And that's your position. Or you can think of it as a flat 7, because this is the 7 of my F sharp. Flat 7 means you're just going down half a step below from the 7, which is E. So whatever way you want to think of it, whatever's easier for you as a concept, that's what you need to remember. So let's take a couple more examples. Let's say I want to play the third inversion of a dominant of a major, not major because it's dominant, so we have to call it dominant. All I'm doing is playing my triad, right? And then I'm going and I'm adding a whole note below the A. Okay, there you go. Or you're doing flat 7, so the 7 of A is A flat or G sharp, so you want to step down a half step below, right? And add it to your triad chord, and then you have your third inversion. Okay, so I'd say out of all the inversions, this is the easiest because it's literally a triad plus a note, okay, a whole step below the notes of the key in question. Okay, so as usual, I'm gonna play all of them in all keys, slow motion, and then I'm gonna play with both hands after I've played the left hand and the right hand, or vice versa. And all you have to do is get used to the shape and just practice until it becomes second nature. All right, and today we're gonna be closing the dominant. So from the next videos, I'll cover another chord type